Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 1227. Originally going to react to Brand Rate Podcast episode 2, but I decided not to today. But I need to take a break from Brand Rate Podcast reaction videos today, because if I do react to Brand Rate Podcast, then I have no choice but to not do it this week, because I have to take a rest, things like that. And Brian Martin, Joy Scott, if you're watching this episode right now, please understand that if I feel, because I'm taking a whole week rest of reacting to Rant Rate Podcast. But anyway, today we reacting to the Very OddGamer, episode number 67. Super Mario Bros. All-Star with Shadow Flare. We have this begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, I'm going to turn this up a little bit so we can all hear this.
Thank you.
Mario, okay.
Hello, internet viewers. I'm the Fairly OddGamer. As most of you know, the new CGI Mario movie is coming out next month, so I figured the best way to prepare myself is to talk.
Which, by the way, I'm gonna see in theaters this upcoming April 5th, which is very exciting night. Continue on.
New CGI Mario movie is coming out next month, so I figured the best way to prepare myself is to talk about the games that made our Italian plumber famous. But before I do, I wish I had a fitting wardrobe this month. Perfect.
Yeah.
So without further ado, this is
Not so fast, gamer.
Shadow Flare. What are you doing here?
Wow.
Come on, man. Did you really think you were going to do a Mario-themed month without me, the Mario guy?
Mario guy?
Wow.
I thought you were the horror guy.
I can be two things.
Wow.
So now what? Do I did for Sonic Classic Games Month and talk about Mario games together?
I mean, it seems like the opportune time. We got the movie coming out next month, plus Mario Day is just around the corner. It's a good time for Mario.
If you watch this remix for you, buddy, continue on.
Alright. Whatever you say. This is Marcio.
Okay. Wow. Flare, wow. Marcio, wow. Some more All-Stars, okay.
So just out of curiosity, how did you get introduced to the Italian plumber himself?
Boy, that is thinking a long way back. I've been a Mario fan for as long as I can remember. First one of the series I completed on my own was Super Mario 64, and I've loved the series ever since.
Yes.
I see. But before we get to the games, let's briefly remind ourselves how Mario started out.
For those who haven't seen my Super Mario 64 review, then allow us to give you a quick synopsis. In 1991, an arcade game titled Donkey Kong was released.
If you watch this remix for you, but I played it during the FTL, and it's all of a sudden game over. Continue on.
As Jumpman, you have to climb up an obstacle course as you try to rescue Pauline from the dirty hands of Donkey Kong.
Well, Florida David and Eric Lima, you guys are gonna love this for this game. Continue on.
It wasn't until its American release that Miyamoto changed the name from Jumpman to Mario after his landlord, whose name is based on another video game company. Since the release of that review, the Super Nintendo World theme park has opened in Hollywood and will later open in Orlando 2 years later. And as mentioned before, the new CGI Mario movie is coming to theaters next month.
Donkey Kong was a smash hit in arcades, which eventually led to the Mario character getting his own game starring him and his brother Luigi, Mario Bros. No?
Yeah, if you watch this remix, Mario Bros. I had played that in 2018. During if you haven't seen part 1 of All His Kids Were Gone, first part movie taken Jacksonville, Florida, go check it out. Continue on.
That's Super Mario Bros. We're not there yet. It was around this time that the home console market wasn't doing so well, but Nintendo took the plunge and released their own console, the NES, whose killer app would be a follow-up to Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros.
But it wasn't until 1985 when Super Mario Bros. Was released for the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES for short in America, and the Famicom Disk System in Japan.
Yes.
For you, I'll be looking at the game on Nintendo Switch via Switch Online.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why Super Mario 3D All-Stars had a limited run.
But does the game still hold up after almost 40 years?
Nearly 4 years, that is, yeah.
Jeez, we're getting old.
Don't remind me.
Yeah.
I had to. But let's get started anyway.
Yes.
Now, before you post anything in the comments, I haven't played most, if not all, of the classic Mario games, so bear with me on this.
This
Yes.
is going to be very fun to watch then.
Anyway, instead of plumbing, it's a 2D side-scroller in which you play as Mario as you venture through the Mushroom Kingdom. The game's plot is pretty simple, really. Mario has to save Princess Toadstool,
Peach,
from the evil claws of Bowser, or King Koopa.
Yeah, if you watch this remix, Mario Brothers for you, buddy. So Mario Brothers, continue on.
To transport all the inhabitants into enemies and blocks via black magic? Either he's a magician, or it could be the foreshadowing of Nintendo seeing that Bowser's now in charge of it.
Wow.
Could be from a Magic Koopa.
As Mario, you...
Yeah, still never gonna get old with the joke. Watch this remix. Continue on.
You died on the first Goomba. What are you, 4?
well, I told you I haven't played any of the classic Mario games.
Anyway, you have to venture through 8 worlds, 4 levels in each world, as you make your way to the end while avoiding or defeating obstacles and
Wow.
enemies. You can move Mario left and right with a D-pad, and holding down allows you to duck under certain obstacles. It can also be done by jumping with the A button, and jumping is key. Without it, you'll... Yeah, that. Oh, and holding the B
Wow.
button lets you run faster while moving, which is also key. Not only that, but it can also give you better momentum when making long jumps. But if you don't... Okay, we get it already.
You can also collect coins which add up to your score, and collecting 100 of them gives you an extra life. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
you can also get extra lives by collecting a what-up mushroom.
Yes.
There's also other power-ups like the super mushroom, which makes you grow bigger and allows you to take an extra hit. And the fire flower, which lets you shoot fireballs.
Yes.
Instantly take out just about any foe, except Fuzzy Beetle.
By the way, it's supposed to point out that these items can be found in boxes with question marks on them. By jumping onto them, it releases what's inside. Most
Yes.
of them are coins, but sometimes it can be those power-ups that Shadows mentioned. But without these power-ups... Enough already! Finally got the Starman, giving him temporary invincibility.
I am invincible!
There's also pipes you can go down that can sometimes lead to bonus rooms where you can obtain more coins, and these rare vines. Mostly you can obtain more coins. But there's one occasion in which a vine can lead you to a warp zone. Yes, if you're the speedrunner type, there are secret warp zones that allow you to warp to another world.
If you watch this, David, it's for you, buddy. Continue on.
You need to skip to World 8 and World 4, and beating the game with that can take around 5 minutes if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Normally, if you have a buddy along, you can play the game together via a 2-player game with the second player controlling Luigi. Ironically enough, the green shirt and white overall look in this game would eventually become his fire flower ability. One of the highlights of the game is the level design. Granted, there's not a whole lot of variety, given that this game was kind of one of the first of its kind, but it was pretty impressive at the time.
Yes.
There's standard platforming levels in which you hop across the tops of giant mushrooms, underground levels, underwater levels where you have to swim around cheap swoopers and pits that suck you in, and bridge levels, or as I like to call them.
By the way, you can use the fire flower underwater to destroy said enemies. Who said there was logic in a video game? The 4th level of each world is a castle level in which you have to traverse obstacles with little to no power-ups to find. Some of them can be gauntlets in which you have to follow the correct path in order to move on, or the stage will loop.
Yeah.
In enemy's level, you run into Bowser, or rather one of his clones. He can be defeated via Axe or the Fire Flower. After defeating a clone, Toad will remind you that the princess is in another castle, which you'll be seeing a total of 7 times.
Why
Yes.
didn't one of the Toads be a traitor or something?
Thank you, Mario, but I killed the princess.
How dare you murder a princess?
Oh, God. Kill me now.
In the World 8 castle, you defeat the real Bowser and save Princess Peach. Then she offers you a new, harder playthrough.
It's pretty much the same game as before, except the Goombas are now Fuzzy Beetles, and they move a little faster. Oh, and there's a level select, so that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Graphically, it looks amazing for an 8-bit game, and certainly revolutionary at the time, with environments matching the tone of the levels. Same goes with the music, including the very catchy overall theme.
Yes.
Which ended up being Mario's main theme.
With Super Mario Bros. Being a huge success, it's no surprise that a sequel will be in the works.
Yes.
That said, let's move on to Super Mario Bros. 2.
The Lost Levels!
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, before the Super Mario Bros. 2 we know today, there was a sequel released in Japan for the Famicom Disk System.
Yeah.
Nintendo decided against releasing it in North America as well as Europe because it was too difficult.
If you watch this remix, yeah, lost levels for you. I was in the commentary for the 25th year in 2010, but it was not so good in my mic and webcam difference. It was difficulties in my end. So, yeah, continue on.
Nowadays, this sequel is available everywhere and is known as The Lost Levels.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we can talk about that game.
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, we haven't started the game yet, and already there's an enemy on the screen. We're in for a treat here, folks. But unlike the previous game, it's one player only, hence the Luigi game option. But if you want this game to be even more difficult, then by all means play as Luigi. Although when I played this game, playing as Luigi was easier in my opinion.
Aside from that, graphically and in terms of play control, it's not that different from the first game. So if you're familiar with that, you should at least be semi-comfortable here.
Yeah.
The only big difference is that the ground looks more like dirt and the clouds all have little smiley faces on them. Yeah, they know. They know.
Plus, there's a drop shadow making the text easier to read. While there's no new enemies in this game, we're doing variations of old enemies like red piranha plants, although standing on top of the piranha plants makes them not pop out. How odd. There's also bullet bills in the previous game, hammer bros that come towards you, and funny mushrooms that...
Wait, what?
I thought poison mushrooms make you smaller than normal, not kill you. Technically, they act as enemies in this game, so avoid them at all costs.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. This game is challenging as all get out. We have wind, we have obstacles, we have terrible level design. How am I supposed to make that jump?
Yes.
Oh, invisible blocks. Well, that's nice.
That's nice, yeah.
Warp zones from the previous game, some of them can move you forward, but other times, what? It sends me back? Whoever came up with this game is literally a madman.
Yes.
Ever seen one of those Kaizo ROM hacks or one of those ridiculous Mario Maker stages? That's what playing Lost Levels feels like.
That's what it feels like? It's literally Mario Maker before Mario Maker became a thing.
Yeah.
In fact, the game was intentionally made for those who've mastered the original Super Mario Bros. Don't believe me? The Game Boy version is literally called Super Mario Bros. For Super Players. It does feel and play like Mario, but the level design proves otherwise because of said difficulty. If you game over in this game, and trust me you will, you're then booted back to the world you died in. Which is thankfully more forgiving than the previous game because getting game over in that boots you all the way back to the beginning.
Yes.
You can also traverse through worlds A through E after beating the game, which none of us have done yet. Why? Because you have to beat the game 8 times in a row before doing so.
Yes.
That's something I'll never do, even if my life depended on it.
With the game being this difficult, it's no wonder why it got released anywhere else. But everybody wanted a sequel, and Super Mario Bros. 2 USA was released. And coincidentally, this game is not an original Mario game.
Yeah.
Enter a Famicom disc game called Doki Doki Panic. Originally developed as a collaboration with Fuji Television, Nintendo made the decision to replace Fuji's characters with Mario and make this game into Super Mario Bros. 2 outside of Japan.
But instead of Bowser, the main baddie in this game is Wart, or Manu in Japan. Surprisingly, this game has a storyline. When Mario opened the door after climbing a long stair in his dream, another world spread before him, and he heard a voice call for help to be freed from a spell.
Hey, listen!
Not you! After awakening, Mario went to a cave nearby, and to his surprise, he saw exactly what he saw in his dream.
Wow.
It just tells you to push the start button.
Yeah.
Before starting each level, you can choose one of 4 characters. First is Mario with his standard moveset, Luigi with his floaty jump ability, which at times can be a bit troublesome. Toad being the fastest and strongest out of the bunch, can let you pick up stuff faster. So you use levels that involve sand, but more on that later. And finally there's Peach, who snatches this game like a twig. Despite being the weakest out of the bunch, she literally has the ability to fly. Well, more like hovering for a few seconds, but still a useful ability.
So the game starts off by quite literally dropping you into the land of Subcon. Unlike in the first game where you could beat enemies by stomping on them, now you pick them up and toss them at other enemies. Either that or throw vegetables at them.
By the way, some of these enemies would later be seen in future Mario games, such as Shy Guys, Pokies, and even bombs. Speaking of which, you can also pick up bombs to break through rocks and even one-up mushrooms for an extra life. Finally, you can pick up potions that reveal a door to the subspace, where you can grab coins and a mushroom for a health boost for the remainder of the stage if you're lucky. And here's a little speedrunning trick. By pressing the door near a certain jar, you can visit subspace and warp to another world via warp zone. Nice.
Nice,
At the end of each level, you run into a birdo. You defeat her by throwing the egg she spits out back at her. Then you pick up a crystal to open the gateway to the next level. Don't ask me why it's a statue of a bird's face. I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm
There's more variety in the level theming this time around too. Alongside the standard grass level, there's levels themed around ice, palaces, even a desert.
And what are worlds 2 and 6 like, you may ask? Well, as a wise man once said, in the words of Anakin Skywalker...
Wow.
It's coarse,
Wow.
rough, and irritating.
And it gets everywhere.
Yeah,
the third level of each world has a big boss to defeat as well, offering some boss variety.
Well, except for World 7, which has 2 worlds instead of 3.
There's
Wow.
Mouser, a mouse that throws bombs at you. Triclide, a three-headed snake. Cloglip, a crab who throws rocks. Fryeye,
Okay.
a sentient fireball. And finally, Wart.
Surprisingly,
Okay.
you fight Mouser and Triclide twice. But in the original Doki Doki Panic, you instead fight Mouser for a third time instead of Cloglip.
Yes.
I really think Mouser was a fan favorite. After almost 40 years, who here actually remembers Mouser?
I remember Mouser.
Well, you don't count. Wait, Hux? What are you doing here?
Oh, sorry, dude. I was wondering if,
Oh.
Gamer, what are you wearing?
Wow.
What? Oh,
Wow.
it's a certain month of theme.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we were talking about Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, now I get it.
Yes.
Well, I must say, it does look good on you.
Well, thanks, Hux.
No problem, Gamer. Anyway, I should probably get going. Later, dudes!
It's good.
By the way, did I mention that some of these levels have a case of Pac-Man syndrome? Well, one of these cases includes Fry Guy. When you think it's over, Fry Guy shrinks down to 4 smaller versions of himself. Each time you defeat one, they move faster and harder to defeat, which ultimately we do. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh
Let's
boy.
talk about Wart. After you defeat the possessed bird head.
Wart is some kind of gigantic frog who spits
Mhm.
bubbles. I
Wow.
can see why this guy never came back.
Also, bubbles as projectiles, clearly ripped off from Mickey Mouse campaign by over 4 months.
To beat
Wow.
him, you have to catch the vegetables from this giant machine in the middle of Wart's throne room and throw them in his mouth, which causes him to choke. All the way
Yes.
through your food, kids.
Wait, what was that?
This dream machine giving Wart's power is how Mario defeats Wart? Seriously? Why
Wow.
didn't I have it in the first place? No wonder why he never came back in any future games. And don't
Yeah.
tell me he came back in Link's Awakening. It doesn't count.
With Wart
No.
defeated, everyone in Subcon is saved as
It does
Wart
not.
is set to rejected characters we never see again world, and we see Mario asleep in bed. Then he wakes up. I'm
Wow.
not exactly sure what this means, whether this whole story was just a dream or if Mario got sent back to his bed or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, Super Mario Brothers, made by Disney.
But hey, the game's fun, so who cares?
Oh.
Last we have the final game for the NES, Super Mario Bros. 3. And it
Wow.
was all thanks to a theatrical release commercial in 1989 known as The Wizard.
Yeah.
Without
Wow. If you watch this ABGN and remix, for you, Blake. Continue on.
this movie, we probably wouldn't have had Nintendo World Championships, or
Wow.
any E3 for that matter.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of the widely known gaming events were inspired by this very movie. But anyway,
Yeah.
on to the game itself.
Super Mario Bros. 3 is considered by many to be the best Mario game of all time.
Wow.
And it sure does a lot to earn that reputation. It took everything that made the original Super Mario Bros. Fun
Wow.
and supercharged it. Smoother controls, 8 brand new worlds, new enemies,
Like the sun itself.
new bosses. This was the epic follow-up we all hoped for.
For the
Yeah.
first time, each world has a map that not only shows all the levels, but also some extra locations for more goodies.
Yes.
There's mushroom houses that grant you another power to help you progress through the game. Then there's spade houses that include matching cards
Yeah.
and slot machines that may earn you extra lives if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Finally, there's hammer bros, in which defeating it earns you another power-up, like a Starman, or even a hammer that allows you to break through rocks.
Yes.
You can either skip levels or explore more of the map. Speaking of which, Mario can obtain a flute that transports you to a warp zone. With 2 flutes, you can actually warp your way to World 8.
Similar to Mario 2 USA,
Mm.
each world has its own theme. There's Grassland, Desertland, Waterland, Giantland, Skyland, Iceland, Pipeland, and Darkland. The goal is to save each world's king from an invading Koopa Kid. Oh yeah, this game introduced Bowser's 7 underlings, the Koopalings, or Koopa Kids if you prefer. Whether or
Yes.
not they're actually Bowser's kids, I really don't know.
At the end of each level, you get in a card by headbutting into it. Collecting 3 cards earns you 1 life. But you
Wow.
also earn more extra life by collecting 3 of a kind, with the best results being 3 Starman cards.
Yes.
By the way, there are 3 types of levels first introduced in this game. First is auto-scrolling levels, where you have to constantly keep up while the level is moving. Then there's fortress levels, in which you traverse through obstacles and defeat Boom Boom to explore more of the world map.
Wow.
Finally, there's airship levels, which mostly happen before boss battles.
Okay.
There are auto-scrolling levels with random difficulty with cannonballs and bullet bills, among others.
Mhm.
Before moving on, Toad tells Mario that the kings have been transformed into creatures, one of them being a duck hunt dog.
At the end of
Wow.
each airship, you fight one of the Koopalings. There's Larry, Morton, Wendy, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy, and Ludwig.
Von Drake?
No.
Bless me bagpipes! Would it be possible to own Nintendo?
Don't you even think about it, Scrooge. The last thing we need at this point is for Disney to own everything.
Wow.
You do bring up a good point.
After defeating one of the Koopalings, you retrieve a scepter, transforming
Wow.
the king back to its normal self. Why does this guy look like Mario? But you then receive a letter
Wow.
from Princess Peach, which includes another power-up to add to your stash.
Speaking of which, we haven't even talked about the power-ups yet. Let's quickly go over them. In addition to the mushroom and fire flower, as well as the hammer and flute I previously mentioned, there's a super leaf making him Raccoon Mario, allowing him to fall slowly and even fly while running at top speed via P meter. Also, there's the frog suit, the Tanuki suit, and the Hammer Bros suit. Out of all the power-ups in this game, I actually like the P-Wing the most because it'll let you cheese your way through the difficult levels by spamming the jump button multiple times.
After conquering all the worlds and saving all the kings, you finally come face to face with Bowser once again. This time, he's a bit tougher. What you have to do is make him break the floor beneath you by slamming into it. Once the Koopa King falls to the depths below, you save Princess Peach yet again.
Yes.
What? Oh, phew. I was worried for a moment. Like the original Super Mario Bros., you can have a buddy join you for some multiplayer, whether it's co-op or by beating each other up in a Mario Bros. Style level. With this, you can take the other player's cars as well as their turn. Basically, your buddy may or may not be trusted.
And with that, we finally finished the Mario games on the NES. I hope you enjoyed it because
we're finishing it off with Super Mario All-Stars for the Super NES. Yep, we made a jump from 8-bit to 16-bit in one video.
Without saying much, Super Mario All-Stars lets you play the classic NES titles in 16-bit. Let me just say right now that this, in my opinion, is the preferred way to play the NES titles. It's because of one reason and one reason only. Each game has a save feature, making them all more reliable than it needs to be.
Not only that, but little things have been changed too. Luigi looks a bit more like Luigi instead of just being a green Mario. And all the kings in Super Mario Bros. 3 have completely different transformations, all references to other games.
Yeah.
Whew. 5 games in one video? That's gotta be a record.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why, because I'm pretty sure everyone's talked about them at this point.
Yes.
But as for the games themselves, I think most of them still hold up even to this day.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
The classic Mario games have aged wonderfully, in my opinion. They're not flawless, but they're close. I can pick up these games and play them anytime. And for a game to still be as fun almost 40 years later as the day it came out is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah.
The original game laid a great foundation for 2 and 3 to build on. Lost Levels I don't really recommend because of its insane difficulty. Mario 2 USA is definitely a much friendlier game with its simpler ideas. Mario 3, I think, is the best of the classics.
If you watch this remix, be you, buddy. Continue on.
If you can pick one Mario game to start with, pick 3.
The NES titles are definitely classics in their own right. Challenging, yes, but they're still fun to play. The original Super Mario Bros. Is by all means a textbook example of what a video game is supposed to be, with catchy music, intriguing level design, obstacles and enemies to defeat, and of course, Mario.
Yes.
It's really the ground rules of what a Mario game should be like. The Lost Levels is definitely a title that I would not recommend because of the exponential difficulty spike and the level design is all over the place.
Yes.
Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, while based on another Famicom game, it's definitely the sequel that every Mario fan deserves with 1 or 2 minor problems. Out of all of them, Super Mario Bros. 3 is definitely the best Mario game on the NES library. It has everything needed for a Mario game, and would later become the foundation of what future Mario games would be like.
Yes.
But if playing them on the NES isn't your cup of tea, then definitely play the All-Stars port. The same feature really helps a whole lot, providing a fun experience for all gamers. So for those who haven't already, like myself, then try playing a classic Mario game. Trust me, it has pleased lots of gamers for multiple generations.
Yes.
But we're just getting started. There's still lots more Mario to cover. So next time we meet, we continue our 16-bit journey with Super Mario World for the Super NES.
Yeah.
This is just going to keep getting better, isn't it?
Indeed.
I'm the Fairly Odd Gamer, and I wish you all good luck with the rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey dudes, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon.
And make sure you follow us on social media. Video commission is available. And now, I wish a character buddy would end off the video right now.
That was quick.
Hey there, folks. It's me, Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. If you liked what you saw and want to help support the channel, then be sure to check out the Fairly Odd Gamer on Patreon. As a supporter, you can chat with everyone who helped out, as well as other fans, have your name in the credits, and even watch some bonus content such as sneak peeks and even early showings of upcoming game reviews. With that said, it's my honor to present this month's shout out to Luke Jeffers. Thanks a bunch for watching this video, as well as supporting the channel.
So that was Super Mario Bros. All-Star with Shadow Flare. Fairly Odd Gamer episode number 67. What do I think about this episode? I think it was amazing. So far, this episode was a success. That was just episode number 1,227. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one's gonna be LJPCBM episode number 1228, which will be about the Super Mario World with Shelfware, the Very Odd Gamer episode number 1228 of LJPCBM. Till next time, so Joseph Papa so baby, good boy LJPCBM gonna pursue. Joseph out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.